Hello everybody, this is Ben85. Welcome back to another episode of Farming Simulator 22. And you can see the corn is up and full of weeds. In fact, with the corn you can definitely tell that the weeds are there. Like, it is extremely obvious. We got some very thin looking corn. I don't know if it's, usually that means it's affected by the heat or lack of water. Like this, the leaves should be much more spread out. No, don't slow down. Don't stop. Keep going. So, it is officially June 1st. Which means, like I said, the corn grew. Everything else grew another stage or so. I'm gonna shut that down because this guy's otherwise going to come over here and take a giant path of grass out. Sounds like it's got air brakes. That's not right. Well, missed a couple weeds, but it'll be fine. So I think everything, I'm working on this stuff. We got to go up to the soybeans next. So if we go here, yeah, this is actually quite a ways along. Everything else is about the same. So apparently the sorghum grows really fast. So we might be harvesting it sooner than later. But something I want to do to make a little bit of money, and hopefully also store some up, because I want to get into animals. I want to get some hay made. And I think we're going to go away from the little bales and go up to big square bales. So we're going to get a different baler. And I'm thinking about trying something. Because there's a new style of baler, a modded baler, that I kind of want to use. And we could not have to use the rake if we did that. Which might be kind of cool. Alright, a little bit more, a little bit more. Trying not to run that over. Alright, let's head over to the soybeans here first. Oh, almost ran it over. I still don't know, I was cutting these trees here so that I could expand this out, and I'm not exactly sure why I never took that tree down. Or that tree. I just kind of apparently slipped my mind. Oh yeah, look at that. Definitely some weeds in here. And we'll get this guy going. Soybeans look a little rough in their spread, but it'll all work out. And you can see here, sorghum's growing up. Sunflowers are this way too. There's definitely a difference though. You can tell it's a little more spotty. But you can see the crops from a ways. It's not bad. It blends a little better, I think. From, you know, short distance to long distance. Oh yeah, look at that. I just realized this. Watch the curtains here. They're blowing in the wind. Oh, that's cool. Just the little stuff sometimes. Alright, so we've got trees over here that we're going to have to deal with too a bit. But I want to come over here too because over here is where I want to put the farm. And when I say that, I mean obviously we got a farm over there. I'm talking about the animals. So it looks like the path is going to be like right about here, like straight across. You can see here, talked about it before. I'm putting this on the back. I'm gonna run them backwards. I don't care. It'll work. Just deal with it, right? We're gonna cut some hay down, right? Perfect. And we own this field, so we can actually just go straight through here. But yeah, I want to put the farm over on this side, so let's cut some hay for now. And we might as well make use of it, right? It's right here. It's accessible to us. It's something that we own and we haven't dug up yet. I guess if we want to, we can turn around and... Ooh, I just got another achievement. I wonder what that one was for. Looks like we're gonna have to go right about there. Make the turn. Try to connect the dots, basically, and... make ourselves a giant field to cut. We'll probably go all the way around over here. I gotta cut some of these trees down, unfortunately. And then I think the goal is to... You know, I didn't even look. Really should be checking the forecast here. Oh, it's supposed to rain tomorrow. Tomorrow morning looks okay, though. So we'll have time to bale it tomorrow morning. By the looks of it. I won't go super close, but we'll go close. So yeah, I gotta take some of these trees down. So we'll, I'll cut this. I'll have to run the tedder through it. Otherwise we won't get any hay out of it. There's not much hay up here anyways. Kind of barren up in this area. Kind of go around some of these trees. Probably wouldn't have to, but it makes it easier because they're not in the way and you're not running into them. So yeah, like I keep saying, I'm going to take these trees down, I'm going to cut this hay, I'm going to tedder it so that it's ready to go, and then we'll come back and we're going to talk about a new baler, I think. Well, when your trailer isn't long enough, you strap down your tractor, haul something behind it, and everything works out just fine. Oh yeah, good stuff. Alright, so I'm actually bringing this stuff back up here because I think it's time for us to get a different baler. And remember I mentioned that we were gonna not need the rake, which is kind of a big deal. It's one less step that we don't have to worry about, especially when you have to do the tethering to get the hay to work. So we're just gonna bring these guys in here. Have to bring in the baler as well. Alright. The big decision is going to be which baler we're going to get, because there's two versions of what I'm looking at. I know one of them is a Krone, and I don't remember what the other brand is. Let's see here. Oh, I think it's Kloss. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's Kloss. Do you hear the sound in here? I don't know if you guys can pick it up, depends on where you're watching. There's definitely an echo of some sort almost from inside the building, which there should be. Alright, so we're going to sell this. And we're going to sell this guy. And now we need like $100,000. So yes, we're going to start borrowing money. But hopefully we make it back in a bit. You know, I haven't looked at what's on sale recently. Oh, look, there's a rake on sale. There's a Massey on sale. Nothing too exciting. That's a spreader. Let's see here. We want to go to Bales, right? So it's these two right here. So we got, this is a Kloss one. And you can see it's got the rakes built into it. So, oh, no. So why can't you change the wheel setup if it doesn't allow you to? 180 to 204. Oh, that's the size of the... oh, it's going to take 250 horse. We do have 250 horse, right? Okay, yep. We have exactly... Well, we have 249. Does the other one require that? 245. Oh, we should probably go with the Crone one just because it's not quite as much power needed. And this one, I think you can put silage additive tanks on it. But we're not going to worry about that right now. Do we want the black or do we want... Actually, that's too close to the color of the hay. So we're going to buy this. This tractor is not... Oh, we only have $15,000. Is not technically powerful enough to run this thing. But we can use it to pull it back. God, that thing's big. And we're not going to be able to bale anything today. I have to be tomorrow morning. Look at that. That's awesome. I'm pretty sure this is going to hang off the edge of the trailer. Because this is a big baler. Holy cow. I love how our poor little skid loader is still hanging out over here. Yeah, I don't know about you, but I think that's going to hang off the edge. Oh. I thought I got in the truck. Now we're in the truck. Alright, let's drag this thing home. Oh no. Cut it too short, ran it into the pole. There we go. Drag this home and let's start baling tomorrow. Now that we got the big tractor on here, let's see what we can do with this. I'm gonna unfold it. And I've been trying to figure out how we want to do this. Obviously there's what, 3 different sizes. So we got 180 centimeter bales, 220 and 240 centimeter bales. It changes how much is in each bale. Guessing it probably changes look at that. Oh, there is an up and a down still. It probably changes the how much is in it size wise too, what can pick it up. So we should probably play with it. It looks like you can change it on the fly. Or at least still right now. So I'm kind of curious to see what we can do here. If we move along here, we should be able to just pick this stuff right up and it should start going in. So now we got hay in there. Can we change it? We can. Alright, so let's see how much we can get into this thing. Let's see, this is the beauty of not having to have the rake. We can just sweep along here and get a pretty good chunk of real estate in one shot here. We don't have to worry about missing stuff. Oh my goodness gracious, there's going to be a lot of hay in this bale. That's a big bale. Because remember, the previous game, FS19, it was 4,000 units per bale no matter what. This one is apparently 8,000 units per bale. Now, I'm be curious to see, first of all, the weight, roughly, and then how big, like, size difference there is. It's a good looking bale, though. Good looking bale. Alright, so if we've got 2 of these bales, I want to do it. We're going to go down to a 180 bale. See how much is in the 180 bale. Halfway is 3,000, so it looks like about 6,000 liters. So between 6 and 8, I guess, and the other one is about 7,000 maybe. We're gonna have one bale of a different size here. Have to see when it comes out. It should be smaller. If it's not, I'll be kind of disappointed. Or it could, I guess it could just be density. But because it's using, like, size, you know, centimeters, it should be different. Oh, it must not have changed over, because see, look at it, it's showing 6,000 still. So I think it did 2 bales of that size. And now this one should go to the 8,000 unit bale. That bale's got a little different look to it. Oh wait, we dropped a bale already. So that's the second bale. Oh, so that's the look. So that's what they're doing. They've got a different density, basically. But they're using size as the determining factor. So that's not quite right. But I understand where they're coming from, because definitely with balers, you can definitely change the density. We always did it where, because we obviously use small squares, you had to have a certain weight in order for the thrower to throw well, plus also it made it a lot harder for it to be, you know, handled, because we handle everything by hand. So you had to make sure that you had a size that you could deal with. But all you had to do, and this is probably hydraulic on this one, but does it show it on there? Yeah, so let's get out here. I'll show this. So underneath this plate here, there's hydraulics right there pushing down on this plate. So it's putting tension down on the bales. And how it did density was the more pressure you put down on it, the harder it was for the baler to push the bales out. And since it was harder to push it out, it packed more material in. With ours, it was just turn screws. Mostly because ours was a small baler, wasn't real expensive. These big ones you want to be able to change on the fly, basically. The nice thing about hydraulic as well was you didn't have to worry about screwing the two sides in at different rates, because then your density would change from side to side on the bale, and horrible things would happen then, because your bales would get all crooked looking. Let's see here. But regardless, we've definitely got some bales getting picked up now. And it's kind of cool that we've got basically high density bales, which was a mod that was in FS19, but now it's in the game. And the really cool thing about the density bales is when we get to doing straw, you'll actually see that the same size bale will give a different capacity, because there's obviously more hay that you could pack into a bale versus straw. So we'll have to play around with that when we get going on straw here. But I'm going to get a bunch of bales baled up here, and we'll see what we want to do with them when we're done with that. Well, it looks like rain's in the forecast. The baling is all done over here. I've got the truck over here with the skid loader, and what is this? Third person view? Oh, other than the dot on my head. I put a mod on here that allows for me to do third person view if I want to. And apparently I have holes in the back of my t-shirt here that I didn't know about. Quite the jump. Whee! Oh, this is going to be amazing. And then running like he's really going at it there. Interesting. But anyways, let's we probably should start this up. Let's kick the bales out. So we've got 2 of them sitting in there. We'll fold the baler up, get her out of the way. Like I said, the rain's coming, so we got to get going on this thing. So I'm just gonna set it over here, and I decided I'm not going to keep any of these bales because I can get hay elsewhere pretty easily. So the big question is, can this thing handle the full density bales? That is the big question. Oh, it looks like it can pretty well too. So the cool part about that is now I basically have the ability to load this trailer up like this. I don't need a fancy, expensive bale loading trailer when I can just take this guy and just load bales up like that. Now obviously this guy's a little slow, 8 miles an hour, but it's doable, completely doable. It keeps it relatively cheap. Because I mean, they're like $80,000-$90,000 to get one of those auto loaders, right? I'm used to it. The bucket tipping a little more with a tractor. But at least this guy goes like 8 miles an hour forward or back, it don't matter. Other than the beeping. And he turns on a dime, which is awesome. So we should be able to just go right on top of this one. Like so. And just kind of move our way along, right? And stack them double high and load them up, and we could probably get, what? 2, let's see, from there. So 2, 4, 6, like 8, maybe 10 of them on there? Those auto trailers will hold 16, maybe 12, depends on the trailer. So, to me, this just makes sense, right? Now, the biggest question is, how much is it going to be worth? And I don't want to go above too high, because there's going to be a lot of weight otherwise. So, I'm not necessarily going to make you... I don't think I'm going to make you sit through all this. Like, there's going to be a lot of loading of hay. But I'm curious, what is it worth? What does it cost? How far is this going to get us? Because that's a big thing. We're low on cash, right? We have a loan now. Like, we got to do what we can. Oh, that's not good. There we go. Line her up. And just push her in there. And hope for the best. Like that. Perfect. It's actually really easy to load with. Oh, let's see here. We've got some bales up on the hill here. We'll just kind of have to meander our way back. Hopefully it doesn't start raining, because there's a lot of bales out here. And maybe an auto loader would be beneficial, but we don't have animals yet, so we're just kind of looking to make like pure cash right now. That's the goal. Probably should have a different skid loader, but... Or if we use like a telehandler or something, but those are expensive too. We just gotta get our first crop in and make some cash and See if we can pull this guy over. Maybe. Goal here is to stick it and then... No. Let's try to turn it over. There we go. That'll work. I don't remember what I was saying now, before that happened. Yeah, we just gotta make some cash and get some animals and start really rolling in the dough and working this land up, making awesome farmland and making this map ours, basically. Ooh, there we go. Should probably turn though. So let me load this up. We'll take the first trailer over there and we'll see how much we actually make off of this. And hopefully I don't need the skid loader to unload them all to make money. We'll find out. Alright, let's see what happens here. We've got 80,000 units. See if this stuff will sell. It did. $7,500. That's not super awesome. I'm trying to think of what that is. Well, if we had 10 bales, that's $750 a bale. It's not horrible, but I mean it's something at least. Price might be kind of low on it right now anyways, you don't know that. But regardless, I mean, it's free money basically, right? A little bit of wear and tear on the equipment and we basically got ourselves some money. I also found out our skid loader can handle 2 bales at once. Let me pull forward here. I'm going to go into the next section of bales here basically. Right about here is good. If I grab this guy, I just tried it just to see what would happen. And yeah, it totally works for double bales. Oh, it's a long ways to go to get to the truck, isn't it? I probably shouldn't have parked quite so far in. Especially since there's more than 10 bales here, I think. In fact, I don't know how many bales I baled. That is a lower density bale there. So we probably don't want to stack on top of that one. That one should be stacked on top of a different bale. I grabbed onto this one really crooked, didn't I? Oop, I missed. There we go. Set it down on the bale. And as you can see, it grabs it with no problem. You just can't turn super fast. But it's not unbalanced at all. And that means 5 trips we have that trailer loaded. And I might actually be able to fit 12 bales on there. It would have been close. Gotta be a little careful with that part right there. But, I mean, you look at it. Just like that, we've got 2 bales loaded already. All I have to do is turn and grab the next 2, like right here, and we got 4, and I mean, it really accelerates things. I tried doing this in the cab a little bit, and it's not easy. Oh, and then every once in a while if you turn too fast, because it turns on a dime, you end up doing that. And then it screws it all up, and you gotta start all over, and it probably would have been faster to just grab 1 bale, because you screwed it up. But we're still gonna keep trying. But anyways, I gotta get all these bales loaded up before the rain comes. I think that's gonna do it for this episode here. Definitely very cool. working with the new baler. Things are definitely growing. By the time we come back, we may actually have our first harvest. At least partially, right? Because we might have a couple things that we need to be harvested. I do have to remember that there's a bale up there. And I've got some more hay that I want to bale at some point. I mean, it's basically free money, like I said. It's no different than cutting trees down. We're gonna have to do something with building this farm in this area here. But we don't quite have the money for it yet. And the goal is to have all of the animals in one area here. But we're not going to do like we did last time, where we have more cows than we know what to do with and stuff like that. Like, I want to see if it's possible to have a farm here that has all of the animals being taken care of and worked with at once. I think that would be fun. So obviously with the hay, we get a little bit of oats grown here. We could probably get horses going pretty quick. And horses are decent for making money. So we'll get this one first and then bring it back to this one. So we only have a double load for a little while. So horses might be beneficial. Chickens, we can always get some too. We'll see. But I think it'd be kind of cool to just basically have a farm that has a little of everything. Because we haven't done that before. I mean, we played with a lot of different animals, but we usually like we'll work with the horses for a little while, or the chickens, and then we sell them, and then we work with the sheep, and then we sell them, and then we just go to cows. And cows are like the end all. Or we did pigs for a while. Pigs were really good too. Well, what if we try to make a farm that tries to do everything instead of specializing in one thing, and see if we can keep that going? I'm trying to think, what's the new... Oh, bees. Bees are the new ones. Plus we got like greenhouses to do, and just like try to do everything. Doesn't that sound like fun? And we also got to get the factories going too, because that's the production chains are something that I have not played with yet. But just like that, I'm basically just talking and letting you guys watch me fill up this entire trailer full of bales, which I said I wasn't going to do with the first weight or first load. So it's funny how that all turned out. But at least it looks like we're going to get 20 bales out without getting wet. I don't know how fast it decays. I was kind of expecting it to start raining here pretty soon. I'm afraid to look. So if I look, it'll start raining. Oh look, there's like exactly 10 bales in this section where I thought there was more. 10 seems like a good round number. And 12, I would be afraid that the... Oh, let's try it. The worst that can happen is the bales explode and I have to load this trailer up again, right? Doesn't that sound like fun? Yeah, no, it's not gonna fit. Nope. 10 bales it is. Alright. I'm gonna wrap things up here. Thank you guys all for watching, and until next time, as always, take it easy, and wait, let me look at the weather. Like 2 o'clock. In an hour. So I got an hour to get everything loaded up. So yeah, until next time, as always, take it easy.